Hello YouTube, Totalhenry here, and I'm back with another fan art video. In this video, I will be showing you my Yu-Gi-Oh fan art, all GX and 5Ds, as well as the original Yu-Gi-Oh. And I'm starting off from the past and working towards the present, so the first few pieces aren't going to be that good. Just going to save the best for last. Here's a pretty bad picture of Yugi, did it a few years ago. Here's another picture of Yugi, quick sketch. I think these early ones are from the original Yu-Gi-Oh manga, like the first 7 volumes. This one is I did this a little bit later. This is just based on the cards. This is Chrysalis Dolphin and Neospatian Aqua Dolphin. I think I planned to draw a few more Yu-Gi-Oh card monsters, but I never got around to doing it. These are okay. I like the shading on the Chrysalis Dolphin. Here's a picture of Yugi and Atem. This is probably from one of the final chapters in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist manga where they have to face each other in a duel so Yami Yugi or Atem can go back home or can finally rest in peace. I think it looks incomplete. A lot more could be done, but it's a decent start. Here's a picture of Yami Yugi, or Atem, whatever you call him, sort of playing Capsule Monsters. I think this might have been the cover of Volume 3 or something of the manga. I'm a huge fan of the original Yu-Gi-Oh manga. It's just so different from what we normally think of when we think of Yu-Gi-Oh. Here's another picture of Yugi. This one's a little bit more finished. I like this one a little bit more, but the arm, this outstretched arm here, does bug me a lot, which is why it's so low on the list and it's not saved for later. But other than that, it's all right. Here's an early picture I drew of Yusei Fudo. This was from an advertisement. Yeah, he just looks fat and I don't know, it just didn't come out all that well. You also can't see the words "Enter a new dueling dimension." This is from a Yu-Gi-Oh 5D's advertisement for some of the cards. It's not really that good. Here's another Yusei picture. I spent a lot of time on this one. I think I tried to send this in to Shonen Jump and have them show this as fan art. I forget if I sent it in or not. The color's way too grainy, and I probably can go back and polish it up a little bit more, but there's nothing too awkward about the pose. I think his skin color is a little bit off, maybe his jawline, but other than that. Here's another picture of Yugi. I do like this one. It's nothing really off about it. Maybe his Millennium Puzzle, that could probably be a little bit bigger. But it's okay. Now moving on to Yugioh GX. This is Jaden. This is from inside the first volume of the GX manga. Wing Karibo and then Jaden. It's okay. It's nothing fantastic. Then I love the covers of the GX manga, so I drew each cover in this sort of low contrast style, trying to shade everything like this, given even the light highlights a gray tone. They all come out looking like statues. Some of these are better than others, but this is the cover of Volume 1. Yeah, I just love the GX covers just because there was so much shading and so much detail done that I had to copy them. This is from Volume 2. This is Chaz and Light and Darkness Dragon. I remember when I was doing these, I thought they were so good and they came out really nicely, but now that I look at them, I see that the shading's a little rough. If I had to do this again, I wouldn't make it all so dark. I would make things pop a little bit more. Here's Volume 3 with Bastion, and I forget this monster's name. This one's probably a little bit better. Doesn't pop as much as I want to, as I'm looking at it again, just because there's not enough contrast. This one I do like. This is one of the better ones. This is Cyrus and his Roid monsters. So this is Cyrus with his Roid monsters, and I can't take any credit for the composition just because I copied it, but I do like the composition here, the way he's slightly tilted there straight at you, and the other vehicles in the background. I think the folds came out really nicely. I like the shading on his hair, so I do like this one. This is volume 4. And here's Alexis on volume 5. I think this was the very first one of these covers that I drew. It's not as dark as the other one, so I do like this one a lot. I think Alexis came out a little bit weird. Her arm is too skinny, her face looks weird. But I like the monsters that she's with, this Ice Queen character. I really like the folds on her dress. I like the way that came out. I remember spending a lot of time on this piece, especially on the dress right here. Then here this is volume 6. I don't remember this character's name, but she was a student from America. I remember having a hard time with the monster. I think this was Venus, Splendid Venus. It's a fairy type. This isn't too bad. I was never really good at drawing the wings, so that didn't come out all that great. The figure looks a little bit weird. The shading, I don't know. It's not that bad. Here's one of Zane, I believe. I forget the name of the monster. Cyber something. The body's a little disproportional. The arms are kind of small. You know, again, I like the monsters in here more than the actual figures. I guess the monsters were just more fun to draw. Here is Atticus. I like this one more. I think I like the folds on this shirt. I like the creature in the background. I think that came out good. Again, the shading's not as good as I wanted it to be. I probably could have blended it a little bit better on his pants, for example. The wings came out better on this creature. I don't know, I just like it, especially the part, all the details with the face and how it's holding the orb. So, I like this one. And then the final volume, this is Jaden with I forget this character's name. There's no monster here, just 2 figures. I sort of drew this one because I had drawn all the other covers and I felt like, well, I have to keep going. This one isn't that great. Here's another picture of Yusei Fudo. I like this one much better. The eyes are a little weird. I wish I had made his jacket a little bit darker instead of this light blue color, but I like the pose. I like the foreshortening on the hand. Overall, it's not that bad. Here's a picture of the 3 god cards, Ra, Slifer, and Obelisk. I think Obelisk looks a little weird. Ra, I kind of like the way Ra came out. I think I inked Ra. I think that's in ink and the rest is in pencil. I think this was something I just sort of sketched quickly and got lazy with. Here's a picture of Yami Atem, whatever you call him, in his Egyptian getup. I believe this was on the cover of one of the manga. I really like the way his Egyptian things behind his ear came out. I think that was the most fun to draw. I probably could have upped the contrast in a lot of these. This is a very quick sketch I did of Beta the Magnet Warrior. Look at him, he's so cool. Here, this is Yusei Fudo from the Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds manga. I really tried to capture the light in the background, sort of like cascading down. I don't think I really got that effect. Probably my favorite thing in this drawing is the cape in the background. I love drawing the folds like that and the cape. I do like the jacket though, like right here. I like that. I think that came out nicely. Yeah, this isn't bad. Here's another sketch I did of Yusei Fudo. Yeah, not much here, just a quick little sketch for fun. Now the next few pictures are things that I have posted on YouTube, so you can find a video of me drawing this one. This one came out alright. I don't like the skin color though, but other than that, this one's pretty solid. I do like the shading on... I like the shading in general. But yeah, I'm not going to go too much into this because you can find a video of that. Same thing for here. I like this one a lot, especially the shading right here on the jacket. I think that came out really nicely. And on the glove. As I look at that now, I really like the glove. But again, you can find this on my channel. And then a picture of Dark Magician. I spent over 3 hours on this and no one has watched that video, so that makes me kind of upset. And I really like the way this came out. I like the lighting on Dark Magician's armor or clothes, whatever you call that. Yeah, Dark Magician. I had fun drawing the pattern in the back. And you should really check out that video for a much better look at that art. Then another picture here, Jade and Yuki, probably my favorite protagonist. Again, the skin color, I'm not really good with the skin color. I like this one a lot. I like the shading on this jacket, and I think this is just a fun design. His hand looks a little bit weird. I struggled with that. The color is a little bit grainy. I could have fixed that a little bit. Maybe his neck is too long. But I just like the shading in his outfit. Here is a picture of Neos, which all of these ones are on YouTube, so please check those out. I had fun drawing Neos. A lot of it was left up to the shading, which I really enjoy, in case you couldn't tell. I wish I'd smoothed it out a little bit. I kind of rushed through the shading. I wish I'd fixed the hands a little bit more. But other than that, Neos. And then the last one I did for YouTube was Yusei Fudo. I like this one. I think this is probably the best one I've done of Yusei. His head might be a little bit too small. That's really my only complaint. I don't mind that the color is so grainy, especially on the jacket, because I think it all works together. Maybe the shading could have been a little bit stronger. I do like it on his jacket, though. Then here's a picture I did of Alexis Road. This is her first appearance in the manga. I did this fairly recently. There's a date app at the top if you at all care. Just sort of a quick sketch right here. And then another page of sketches from the original manga. This is Cyrus Truesdale. These are all from the GX manga. Alexis, and then Akiza Aki from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. I spent a long time on her character. Her eyes were tough to get and make sure they looked the same and were on the same level. And then I spent a lot of time on her outfit because she has this really detailed outfit, and I'm actually pleased with all the sketches on these pages. And that is it for my Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's fan art. Please subscribe to see more fan art videos. I have a lot. I have a lot more art I can show you about my own original thing, and just subscribe in general to see more art, manga, and maybe reviews in the future of manga and stuff, and just subscribe for a good time. Yay!